What's good, guys? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, man. Happy Monday, man. Feeling blessed today, man. Feeling good. I've been fasting, did a 24-hour fast yesterday. Gonna do a 72-hour fast. Just have my mind right. Make sure I start the week with clarity and just good habits, okay? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Share my screen. Let's see. Man, before I start, let's go ahead and just review the calendar for this week. All right, so the refresh. All right, so cool. Monday, looks like CAD right now is having CPI and USD is having Empire State Manufacturing Index. Oh, so CAD numbers just came back kind of bad. Let's just go take a look at that, even though we don't trade USD CAD. Just curious to see how this reacted. Not doing shit. All right, cool. So we have USD news 7:30. Came back bad numbers. We'll check out DXY in a few. Tuesday we have ADP, weekly employment change. Well, that's tentative, so it's not for sure. We do have NFP, non-farm. No. Non-farm payroll. No. It's not NFP. This is non-farm employment change. When do we start having non-farm employment change? Tuesday, lots of news. So that would be good. We also have flash manufacturing PMI Tuesday. Wednesday is no CPI on Wednesday. So Wednesday is calm, and then on Thursday we have CPI. Okay. So Tuesday, Thursdays, will be a lots of volume. That's what we want. And then on Friday, no red folders, kind of calm. All right, cool. All right, so with that in mind, let me go ahead and talk about gold, man. Just this weekend, guys, share my psychology. I realized that, I was analyzing too many markets, in too many markets, gold, NASDAQ, US 30, Bitcoin, doing too much. When you're analyzing a lot of markets, it's hard to stay laser focused on one market. And also why, I call it monogamy. Why monogamy is good is that, keeps you less in the markets. The more markets you have to trade and analyze, the more you're putting yourself at risk. So gold might be consolidating today, but you have NASDAQ, you have Euro USD, GBP USD. There's always going to be a move to take, okay? So for me personally, I'm just really trying to take less trades and more quality trades. So for example, I'm just going to strictly stick to gold, okay? And then I am going to be dabbling in Bitcoin just because it's Bitcoin, but really gold. So for right now, if gold is consolidating, if gold's having a consolidating day, I'm not trading, and that will give me time to build up mental capital and to also save my financial capital. So when the right move does come, I'm ready. Okay. All right, cool. So let's go to the weekly. Weekly's bullish. I gave a breakdown in a Discord on Saturday, discussing how all-time highs are the target. Okay. And I mainly discussed in the Discord how we had this major sell-off on Friday and just taking out these lows, dipping into a 4-hour fair value gap. So I mentioned that when markets open up on Sunday, which is right here, let me do my weekly open. When markets open up on Sunday, price can either just start taking off, okay, and going, or price can do a pullback, maybe to take this low before taking off. But you see that, price just opened up and just started taking off, going towards the high. Okay. So for me personally, there's nothing to do right now, to just be patient. Hoping that we don't go ahead and, take all-time highs today. Maybe we can kind of take this high, kind of just consolidate, maybe have a retracement profile. But I would really like all-time highs to be kept in place. And then maybe we take that out on Tuesday or Thursday when we have CPI. Okay. So just on the lower time frame, and also why I was hoping that price would retrace once price opened up on Sunday was we have this nice daily fair value gap right here. So I was hoping price could open up on Sunday, trickle down, take dip into this daily fair value gap before going back up. Okay. So on the lower time frame basis, really nothing to do because right now the way I'm looking at this is we took out a low, so from low to high, we haven't really had a nice retracement back to the 50%. Okay. So this is the current range I'm watching. Okay. Will price get to the 50%? I don't know. I would like for it to. But even right now, it looks like we're building up liquidity to the upside. Okay. And right now I see that we've kind of taken out this high, kind of pushed down. We didn't really take out this low, leaving equal lows right here. So curious to see if price can maybe sweep this and maybe price wants to turn around and go for these highs, or price can have a nice breakthrough right here and then maybe have a retracement profile. But for me, I'm probably not gonna be pressing any buttons on gold today. Okay. Just being patient. Let me quickly talk about DXY. And then I'm gonna get into Bitcoin. So DXY bearish. Uh, So I discussed last week how once we had this bearish engulfing right here, I was saying how price can most likely come to this daily fair value gap that supported price up previously. Okay. So we see price slowly going down to that. Where's daily fair? There you go. Slowly going down to that. We see price reacting off of this 4 hour fair value gap. Okay. Institutional order flow. So most likely price can most likely want to come down to this wick right here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be watching. So bearish on DXY for now, but that could change as we have news later this week. Okay, and then really quickly on Bitcoin. Oh man, guys, Bitcoin is so beautiful. So Bitcoin, on Sunday, we see price was, selling off. I had this low marked out right here, and price went ahead and swept that low. I should have been ready because price just automatically started buying from there. Okay, but I didn't go ahead and chase price, especially since it was Sunday. I'm not trying to start the week off just trying to start just trading right away. Trying to be patient. So with price doing this flashbang, this turtle soup, and now pushing up, okay, we have broken structure. I'm gonna pull up Ethereum in a bit and show you guys that. But right now we reacted off of this 4 hour for a value gap, and it's price that is pushing price down right now. Okay, so guys, this is my model. We have a flashbang. Okay, price is gonna push up. One or two things are gonna happen. Price is either gonna come down, okay, and maybe test this low and maybe break this low. Or what I would like to see is for price to come down, maybe, in here to this order block, consolidate a little bit, and then start pushing up. Okay. So this is really what I'm waiting for right now. And then once price retraces, I'm gonna see if we can uh form a higher low. Okay. And right now, low to high, okay. So simply waiting for price to come to the 50%. At this 50%, we have this 15-minute for value gap right here. This is the last 15-minute for value gap that supported price down. So now that we have closed above it, if price comes back here, this could potentially act as support to push price up, especially since look how this 15-minute inverse loot zone or for value gap aligns perfectly with the 50%. Okay. Along with that, Okay, guys, we're just building up confluences. We also have this nice 4 hour for value gap right here that price is coming into. And we also have this 4 hour inversion for value gap that also price can come into. So I'm going to kind of use this one since this one is closer to the 50%. And then once again, we do have an order block, okay? This right here would be the order block, the last downward close candle to take out liquidity, okay? Once closed above, that will be an order block, okay? Then if I go to the hour really quickly, let me turn off midnight open. If I go to the hour really quickly, if you wanted to refine this some more, we could really use even this 1 hour candle because this is the 1 hour candle right here that took out the low, okay? So kind of two places that we can look at, and I'm just going to do something like this. Order below, just call that a zone, okay? So within this area, I will be looking for Bitcoin buys, okay? And then really quickly, let me just talk about some SMT real quick. On the hour, Okay. So guys, a quick lesson on SMT. Delete this fib. All right, so we see this low being taken out right here on Ethereum. Okay, this low coincides to this low on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin already ran this through. Look at how Ethereum ran this out and pushed price up, giving us a structure shift on the hour. Okay, which is significant. Okay. Uh, so with this, guys, look at this high. This high right here on Ethereum, December 13th. This is the same high over here. Okay. Okay. So this high on Bitcoin wasn't taken out, but on Ethereum, it was taken out. Okay. So with this, once this happened, okay, if let's say, I had entered buys, this right here would be a good place to go ahead and take some partials or take profit just because we have that SMT. Okay. And just using Ethereum as influence, waiting for this Bitcoin, kind of the same thing. Ethereum is kind of more cleaner with the structure. Now that we have really broken above the high that pushed price down to take out liquidity, all we need to do is just wait for retracements. Okay. Once again, back anything below the 50% is ideal. And you see right here on the hour, we have this nice little 1 hour for value gap that is sitting right below the 50%. Okay. So maybe if Ethereum can come down here, show some nice bullish price action, and as well as with Bitcoin right here, then I can look to take buys on Bitcoin to go target these equal highs up here. Okay. And that's all I got for you guys. Okay. Lots of analysis. So waiting for Bitcoin buys, being patient, and then once again, nothing to do on gold until some type of turtle soup. Cool, cool, cool. It was good, Liquid. It was good, Colossal. What's good, my brother?
Yo, what's happening, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. How y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good, bro. I've been up all night.
Sheesh, you ain't get no sleep.
I ain't get no sleep. I've been up since 1.
Damn, that's crazy.
So
Doing
when I
what?
do go to sleep, it's curtains. But I kind of just been watching NASDAQ and
Don't tell me you're trading London session.
I didn't
London.
really have a choice, bro. So that's kind of what happened. I took some buys during London session off of a turtle soup, and I wanted to hold, but I don't really like holding,
Yeah,
especially in these conditions. I'm
tough.
not really sure about a direction. So I'm just taking what is being given to me
Yeah.
instead of forcing. Hopefully this week can give us some Cancun numbers. but
Yep.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
nah,
break down Nasdaq, man. He's breaking down Nasdaq.
it's understandable. So I just don't trade. I don't just trade London because I think the confidence there gets away in London session because it's kind of like New York's going to kick off the real move to real targets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Avoiding London session by all means. Um, but anyways, so we're gonna get into Nasdaq. Um, yeah, let's get into Nasdaq. So I have like three lines on this chart right now on the weekly that I think are very important to pay attention to. Um, one is a weekly order block here, and this volume imbalance here. These are levels that I'm going to be watching throughout the week. Now, as much as this is like an order block, and I want to see price explode from here ideally, these two lines can act as barriers. So I'm going to watch what the volume imbalance does here. And I'm also keeping in mind that US 30 has already rounded these highs. So that being said, there's S&T on a higher time frame, which makes a move higher a little bit less probable. It's still what I'm expecting because direction has not changed on a higher time frame, so I'll stay bullish. But it's one of those like warning signs, like it's like a yellow light, like hey, 30 already ran its high. It's at all-time highs. Nasdaq did not, and S&P didn't either. So it's interesting there. But again, it's expectation structure still says bullishness, but it's one of those underlying things in structure that we got to pay attention to. So that's that. Now on the daily chart, what do we have? We have run on liquidity here into a daily fair value gap right here. I wanted to see prices going here last week. Look how price just really hovered to stay right there. It never really poked into it. And then we pushed away. And now we're in this level here. So I want to see this go higher again and make its way above here on the daily chart. But I'm keeping in mind these levels here. Okay. So paying very, very close attention to that. And again, if we go higher, we start rejecting. I'm not opposed to us coming down here. I'm actually gonna draw this out. I'm not opposed to us coming down there. Very possible. So again, it's like one of those where you just gotta pay very close attention, staying bullish. But if I see some strong signs of a decline, especially if we get a daily candle that closes outside its daily level, then I'll expect more of a decline lower here. And from there, it really gets interesting because, yeah. So we'll see what we get, but I want to stay bearish, okay, with hints of a potential turnaround. 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, again, it's a lot of consolidation here. That's what I'm saying. It could be hard for price just want to run higher and take out these highs. We see price struggle trying to do that. Okay, so we need to pay attention to high time frame levels. But again, in the meantime, I want to see the price like trade higher to this level here first. And if it has any momentum to keep going, we have another level here. But I think if we get up here, we're likely to run these highs. So the first level should be here. If we drive past that, likely we're probably gonna take out these highs and then go into this daily level. And if it gets there, that could still cause a turnaround because again, the weekly chart or at US 30 is already at all-time highs. So again, bullishness, but really paying attention to see if there's any breakdown to take price lower. I'm not opposed to that. 1 hour chart. All right. So what I want to see is this. If price is to be bearish, honestly, I don't want it to go above this set of up close candles here, which act as the order block. I don't want to see price trade above those. Price can go and hit that because we have like a void here. We have all this down, all this selling. So there's a liquidity void. It's pretty much the type of fair value gap, but it's a void. All this selling here, right? Just to make it red. So we have all that selling there. And I want to see price at least, balance that out. Well, once we do, I want to see price reject. If we start going higher, trading above these up close candles and above this fair value gap, then I want to see that act as support and take the price higher. But in the meantime, what I'm just looking for is Monday. All right, we're gonna take this day by day. Can price drive its way higher, right, to this level here, and then potentially to this last set of up close candles? And that'll be it for me for the day if price finds its way there. Okay, so I'm expecting that little movement. And, the movement from, I guess, from this box, this whole volume imbalance, or this whole liquidity void, actually, sorry, liquidity void, it's about 200 plus points. So if you draw it here, yeah, 200, so 300 points. So it's a sizable range to, catch a nice little move. So I want to see how price gravitates there. 15-minute chart, and then even on the 1 hour chart, guys. So my expectation is we have this nice little set of down close candles here. So I'm gonna take away this for a second. We had the last two down close candles here. It's right near midnight opening price. Can price drive there, hit that, and act as support to push higher? So that's what I want to see. So today, I just want to see price drive lower into this last set of down close candles, use that support, and then push price higher. So I'm watching let's just call it 25 to 80 level. We can call that, right? 25 to 80. I want to see price drive there, act as support, right? A lot of supporting factors here. You got the order blocks right here, right? That's a little zone, like nice little area for entry. Order block right there. And we have the daily level, the high of that daily level, right? Remember this chart? And the same level. So there's a lot of things there. Minute opening price, 1 hour order block, daily level there. Maybe go down to 15-minute chart. We have a nice little fair value gap right there. So if price, and then we have these lows that are forming here, so it's perfect, right? So if price decides to drop lower at 9:30, right? I'm paying attention to what is going to be 9:30's function. What is 9:30's function? What is it doing? What is its purpose? So at 9:30, I do want to see. Now, when everything I say I speak about is New York time only. So if I say 7:30, I'm talking about New York time. I'm never talking in my time zone. I'm speaking in New York time. So at 9:30, I want to see this price around these lows, drive us lower here. And once you get some type of rejection, I'll be in there to at least go back to 9:30 highs, and then again potentially to go to this volume imbalance. So it's very, very simple things I'm looking for. If we start dropping, I don't care how low we drop, I'm just staying bullish for today. I'm not going to shift my position at all. I'm just staying bullish. Only way I go short is if we drive all the way higher first, and then we want to start breaking down. If we drive lower first, I'm looking for some nice buys. Okay. Very simple. Very, very simple. Let's see. So that's that for NASDAQ. Nothing else, nothing extra. Just simply put, drive us lower first, right? Hit this 280 level. Let's start moving higher. Then we can go to S&P very, very quickly here. It's the same, almost about the same exact thing on S&P, honestly. Again, weekly chart. Look at how price was contained in this volume balance here. So I still want to see price push higher to take out these highs and this high potentially. Look on the daily chart, same almost thing here, daily fair value gap here. But notice this low was not taken out here. So on NASDAQ, we took out December 1st lows. The same was not seen here on S&P. Okay, so if you look at it again, NASDAQ, let's go to December 1st right there. We took out those lows. S&P did not take out those lows. And we're starting to reject. So that's another sign of S&T at the lows. So it's a little, again, it's December, price a little doing things on the high on the lows. Because, like I mentioned, 30s has gone to all-time highs, NASDAQ, S&P have not. But now we have S&P did not take out these lows, but NASDAQ did not either. So that will cause some type of, again, rejection, some type of retracement, some type of run liquidity on the lower time frame. So I can see S&P wanting to push higher, right? 4-hour chart. Same thing. Again, we already took out liquidity on top of that. It's already been paying here. So we drove lower to take out these lows. And now we're kind of rejecting. We're pushing higher, right? We had those volume imbalances again. I want to see price hit them and potentially go to the last 4-hour up close candle to kind of balance out all the selling that's taking place. 1-hour chart. Again, same thing. All this selling that's taking place. How do we find a way to go back into his last set of up close candles, which is right beside the fair value gap? So I want to see price do that. Okay. Now I'll be watching very closely today, SMT. This price want to go lower, take out these lows, and NASDAQ does not do that. Does not do the same thing. Perfect. If that happens, I am looking for buys. So any deep tracement, any deep pullback lower, I'm watching the lows. I'm watching if there's an SMT that takes place between NASDAQ and S&P 500 and US 30. And then I want to find my way to take price higher. That's how I'm looking at price today. 15-minute chart. Again, we have almost the same exact scenario here. This should play a significant role in price today, whether it's in driving price higher or lower. Because I can see a world where S&P specifically drops lower and drops some more, and then NASDAQ holds off while S&P reaches this level here, and NASDAQ takes off. So just watching very, very carefully, guys. What does price do? It's Monday at the same time. I have a clean idea of what I expect price to do, but I'm not going to force it, right? Take it slow. It's Monday. It's December. It's crazy. Next week is going to be almost Christmas week. It's actually Christmas week next week. Crazy. So this is the week to try to, I guess, get something out of the markets, but at the same time, don't force it, right? But anyways, that's it. It's very simple, very straightforward for me. Expectations, price expected to go higher on NASDAQ and S&P 500. US 30 is just a barometer for me. I don't trade that crap. I just watch it. That's just how I see it. So, I mean, that's it for me.
That's solid, man. I think I'm definitely gonna be watching that 15-minute fair value gap. If we call that out in the Discord, I'm gonna hop in there with you. Looking
Yes, sir.
clean. Ah, cool, 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 man. Wait, Christmas was next week? Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
Damn.
It's the
Wow.
15th. Next Monday's the 22nd.
Sheesh.
And Christmas would be what?
Yeah.
Thursday?
Yep.
So that week is gonna be.
The year is
Then the
done.
week before that, and then the week next week is New Year's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. The year is done, guys. So just take it easy, man. In and out burgers. Layups. All right, cool. Time is 7:58. All right, cool, man. So, guys, we will keep you guys, updated in Discord. And happy Monday, happy trading.